With Secret Circus set up in front of our station right now. We're getting to know this collective of unorthodox artists here to amaze us and have some fun. The ringleader of it all, TimTV. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi.
You brought it all. You guys are awesome. You perform at events across the Southeast. How do you describe your unconventional circus?
Well, we are not the big top circus with trained animals and whatnot. We're like a small traveling circus. So we do festival things, we do stilt walking and hula hooping and fire performance and vaudeville. It's kind of like the old-time vaudeville shows.
So many different talents here, and we've got quite the setup outside too. I mean, you can't bring everything you've got, but outside the station, we've set up for what? What are we seeing out there?
Right now we have an aerial rig out there with Prismy polychrome, and then later we'll be doing some fire performance outside.
How fun. What's it like for you? You know, as you set up these shows and you're able to let people in on these talents and see their faces, it's amazement, right? It's
amazement, it's wonder, it's delight, it's kids doing what they're best at, it's living in that sort of world, and it reminds the adults of what their favorite parts of childhood were. And it's a really nice feeling.
Love to spread the joy today, and so you've brought all these talented performers, the aerial rig, all kinds of action, and then right here in studio, just off to our side. Introduce us to the act that we'll see a little piece of next.
Over off to our side is Miss Milla Wafer. She was originally from this area, then she traveled all over the world learning traditional clowning and contemporary clowning, and she's going to perform some contortion.
All right, well, before we get to her, you brought a few things, because right here on set, you love teaching these skills when you can.
I do.
What can we learn?
So we do a lot of fire show things, but we have to do non-fire things before. And
then start that way.
Yeah. So just, you know, some kids twirl batons. You may have seen cheerleaders do it, but we do it in a way that we have, you know, we have things that we can do object manipulation with, because, you know, in a lot of your favorite fairy tales or movies, objects behave in magical ways like you wouldn't expect them to. And so that's part of what creates that sense of wonder and delight.
Have you been a performer all your life?
26 years.
Yeah.
So all my adult life.
And so, drawn to this, there's a great community of people you bring together. We'll head back over and see this contortion act, and we've got a little music we might be able to play over it. But tell us, walk us through what we're seeing.
Well, Milla Wafer is a very bendy-wendy sort of a gal. She does traditional clowning, but also contemporary clowning. It's part of a realm of entertainment called physical theater. So she's got, between her facial expressions and her body postures and a lot of her funny dance moves, she trained at Coastal Carolina, but then went overseas and trained in Prague and has performed all over Europe.
As a contortionist, there's some special bending that her shoulders are able to do that other people's cannot?
Well, maybe other people's can, but you'll have a rough day the next day if you try it.
Rough day the next day. And how long has she been performing?
Gosh, at least 10 years. I met her when she was a little kid here in Greenville. I was hula hooping with all my things, and she looked at me with wide eyes and then realized that at that point she wanted to do what we did. I remember she told me a story that she saw the Ringling Brothers circus and saw a clown when she was a real little girl, and that clown gave her some attention and affection, and she knew that that was going to be her life, as she wanted to bring that sort of joy to kids and people.
And it must resonate with what you all strive to do. What do you hope people gain? I mean, there's so many places where people are going to see you, and we'll have that information on screen at points. But what do you hope the audience takes away from watching what you do?
A lot of what we do seems impossible, and people would guess that we couldn't possibly do what we do. And so if they see that something they thought was impossible is possible, it makes them question other things that are at the boundaries of their reality. And maybe there are a lot of other things that might be possible. So it helps inspire people with amazement and wonder and delight.
Amazement and wonder. Milla Wafer, what a talent. Thank you so much for bringing us here. If you want to come on up here, I would love to hear a little bit about, you know, what you do and what makes you so passionate about performing.
Yeah.
Come on up, TimTV, too. There's plenty of room.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Oh,
We're enjoying
good.
the show very much. You must need a moment to recover from that. That was
I'm
incredible.
great. I'm alive.
Yeah, and that's how, all these shows that you perform, people are amazed. What do you hope they take away from seeing you?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I hope that they see the light in themselves. I hope they find the wonder in their hearts and go back to the childlike wonder that we should have all the time.
That is the goal. Well, we are not done with Secret Circus yet. Check out the scene outside, coming up a little bit later on Access Carolina. We're heading out there. We're going to explore the aerial rig and other big performances. A lot of fun to be had, and I can't imagine the people on I-85 must be astounded.
Free
You
show.
can also see Secret Circus performing tonight at Fireforge Brewery in Greenville. It is their Cirque du Forge Halloween Cabaret of Horrors kicking off 5 o'clock tonight. The band Wasted Wine will perform there, and there's no ticket or cover charge to get in.